Why, hello everyone. Good to see you again. Good to see your shiny faces, Michelle and Jack. Hopefully you guys are doing well. I've had fun the past 2 weeks. Yeah, listening to the smooth jams that you're hearing right now. But we're going to dive into logo design, which is of utmost importance, right? Because you know what? Everybody needs a logo, it seems. So let's tackle that right now. But I want to welcome you. Jody Laughlin, hello. Good morning. Chris Olson, hello. Sebastian Temperts, good to have you. And Sebastian's new, so I want to give you a nice bow. Welcome, my friend. I'd clap, but it would be too loud in your ears. So, oh, Michelle, you are too kind. I really appreciate it. We're gonna go ahead and share my screen right now. Let's do it. Because right over here, oh, give me 1 second. I apologize. There it is. Boom. All right, so these are the challenges that we have been covering. So, yes, this is for you, Sebastian. Here's a link. And yeah, you can also check the challenge tab, and also follow me on social media and all that fun stuff. All right. So what we're going to do, you can see all these wonderful challenges that we've done. We're down to creating a logo. Just kind of quickly recap. Hello from Saudi Arabia. I cannot read your name, actually, and I apologize. But what we started out the first week was talking about the elements of art, which are line, shape, space, color, value, form, texture. That's what makes up all art. And we get into the principles of design, which we really kind of haven't talked a lot about. We've been too busy working. Today might be no different, but I do want to talk about the principles of design, which is like, does it have balance, unity, variety, emphasis, movement, repetition, proportion, right? And also what are we going to be making? So I have some fun shapes here that'll be good for us to play with, but we're going to do a nature theme. At least that is the plan. But feel free, if you have any logo need, that's what you're going to create today. I'm going to create something for Nature Conservancy, which is just something I've made up, by the way. Right? Just Nature Conservancy. I think nature is important. You know what? We should keep it around. Nature's pretty cool, guys. We should probably keep it around, huh? So, Nature Conservancy, that's the logo we're going to make. So, again, it's all about conserving and preserving nature. So, it's a non-profit, right? You can volunteer to, say, clean up a park or whatever, things like that. So, that's the idea. Okay? Shabbat Shalom and good evening, everyone. Awesome. I like that. So there you go. Of course, it's spelled right. Double check that. But also, we have some shapes down here. So these are actually nature related as well. But what I wanted to show you is I wanted to show you the shape builder, because like what it says up here, let's make a logo using shape builder tool to merge and erase objects. And there's some fun shapes in here, right? So let's go in here and let's see what sort of shape is here. It's actually an animal. So, Sebastian, that is too much information. All right, so this is actually an animal, and we're going to use the shape builder to bring it to life, right? So this is going to be fun. Oh yeah, elephant. Good call. Let's kind of jump in there and see. And I want you to do this as well. Here's the shape builder off to the side. Shape builder tool allows us to combine, add, and subtract objects, right? So we could subtract by holding down the option key, right? So we could option key, click and drag. It's going to remove, say, those two shapes in this drawing. And what's cool about this is you could make a number of animals. As I start to look at this, there's so many different things we can make, but we'll start removing from the sides right up here. Oh yeah, I might want to start adding. I'm squinting my eyes. Again, holding down the option key, removing there. We'll remove this bottom part. And again, I just think this is kind of fun. We'll remove this part. That's actually between the legs. We'll remove this part, right? And this part, right? And we can start adding as well. So I think this is really fun. Cheshire Cat, maybe. Boom, boom. I'm only gonna, I kind of want to just connect a couple of these. Because I want to keep some of those shapes because I'm just going to work with them a little bit. All right. Let's remove some more. Let's remove some of these. Let's remove this one. Right, you're starting to see it. Can you see it, folks? I have to squint my eyes because it's been a little while since I've made this. There we go. Remove this one, remove that part. Squinting my eyes some more. This is actually going to be a rhino. Oops. Yeah, feels like a rhino. You guys are probably getting it right now. Rhino doesn't have a huge tail, so yeah, let's get rid of those parts, right? Doesn't have quite that big of a tail. Let's get rid of that, right? That line was just kind of continue over here. We can keep that part. We can keep that part. Let's get rid of these. We'll give it a little tail right there. In fact, we'll connect these parts like that. Okay, maybe we'll connect that. Hey, why not? We'll give it its body. So that's looking pretty good. We could take a look over here and start to look at the head. That's what we have going on. Certainly has huge... This is too big. There we go. I found it. I had to squint my eyes. Let's make it happen. Getting rid of these parts. And getting rid of these parts. There we go. You guys get the idea. I could keep this big horn, or I could use this little horn. Kind of up to me. I think I'll remove... I don't know. What do you think? No, I kind of like this big horn. So let's remove this part right here. Boom, 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 boom. Done. Add these parts together. Yeah, there's his horn. His sort of mouth. Right in here. Remove those parts and these parts. You get the idea. Okay, so that was kind of fun because this is all about showing you the shape builder, right? And you can see this rhino. Lines need some work, right? You can jump in and work on those lines, right? Let's make sure all those lines are at one point. And anytime you get any sort of little spikes, it's because your strokes, click right here, the caps need to be rounded and the corners need to be rounded. So as soon as I rounded that corner, we can see that kind of took that away. And yeah, I need to clean it up a little bit more and still use some more of the shape builder, but you get the idea. Cool. Cool. All right. All right, Paula Zimmerman. By the way, there, ask away. Any questions you want. I love it. Tablets I'm actually using, just so you know, I have a Wacom here, but I highly encourage you to use, because I could switch over here and use my iPad as well. Because so it beats this Wacom Cintiq 24-inch was like $1,600. Right, or I can get an iPad and spend a lot less and get an Apple Pencil And that's all. Oh yeah, and that's just for the screen, because you have to buy a laptop and the Cintiq, so you're in $3,000. Or you can buy an Apple Pencil with an iPad and use it. So here's our circle. Gonna take this. I think this is kind of fun. Grabbing that side, swinging it around 180 degrees. Boom. There we are. Is that quite 180? It's pretty darn close. I could open up my properties and work on that. I actually might want the sun to appear maybe a little bit larger. But let's have some fun with this. Taking this. We're gonna actually just fill this really fast. But I would probably color it as well. But let's take this part. We have this circle. Again, I'm kind of torn on whether I want this to be a circle that's a perfect half circle. I might want to play with that some more. So let's do this really fast. I'm making a logo. Thanks so much for joining me, guys. Get it, Paul, get it. Get it done. Right in here. Let's do that. That line. Just like that. Boom. Flip it. This part, right? So this color is just going to be my clipping mask. So this yellow is actually just going to clip out this lovely gold sun. So that's all I'm doing. So move it over, select those two, right? We could make it a clipping mask. Here's another way to do this. You ready for this, Michelle? So taking these two, I could use Pathfinder and I could say, you know, minus the front image. Oops, that's not what I want to do. I might want to click to intersect and it will just keep the intersected lines. So that's pretty cool. Hold down the Option key, right? And it's going to keep all that math. So Option click, right? Looks like the same thing, but what you have as you click inside of it, you have this compound shape. What it actually does there, just so you know, is it creates, and let's actually undo this. Boom, boom. It's the same as creating a clipping mask, right? So that's basically going to give you the same result, right? So whether you want to use the Pathfinder options or clipping mask, you could do that. There we go. So anyways, this is the start of a logo. This is for the Nature Conservancy. So I could take that, I could drop those words underneath. But again, this is just sort of the start of a potential logo. What I also think will look good with this is if we take this, we'll duplicate it, right? We'll double click inside of here. We'll change this path. Watch this. We'll take this. We'll just reveal the bottom part. But for this part of the circle, that's going to be black. Okay, so that's what we're going to do right there because we want the bottom half to be black. So we'll zip that over there, drop it into place. And again, there's sort of the start of a cool logo for the Nature Conservancy. Again, just to start, I don't know if you guys like it. I don't know what you guys think, but that's logo design for you. You're probably going to have one version. You're probably going to have so many different versions of one logo. Take that, yeah, kind of do something like this. So what I like about doing a logo like this, and I didn't go through a lot of the brainstorming, but the thing is, if you're going to do something like with the Nature Conservancy and you want it to be broad enough to where it appeals to just different areas, doesn't have to do anything with a rhino, but this is the icon that I can swap out depending on the project or the area or whatever. So that's all I'm thinking about when I am making this. Right in here, take this. Let's just give this a place to live. Real fast. Sorry, I'm not looking at chat. I'm just trying to get this done in time. You know, it's tough being a designer sometimes. Shrink that up. For this text, all caps. We want to make this look pretty good. This actually looks pretty good. So we could actually just keep that as a sans serif. We're just going to keep this easy to read and just very clean. That's the goal. Let's move this over. All right, again, just to start. All right. Endangered Animals Association logo. Yeah, so you could totally like swap that out, right? And I can take a look at this. This has very hard edges, so when you're making a logo, you need to make sure your elements match. If I was using a stroke for some reason, I want to use the same thickness. Right here, what I have is a lot of solid color. So that's what I want to keep consistent. So be careful if you're mixing strokes with fills and all that stuff, right? But again, that's just a start. We could also just take a letter. Here's another type of logo. One is sort of a symbol-based logo, which is what we just did. We could also take N, boom, shoop. Change the font to a serif. Right, and we're going to get a serif with a nice clean, wait for it. There we go, let's put this down here. There we go. I'm going to spend the rest of the time trying to pick the right font. Such is my life. Okay, so this one's not bad. Let's just go with this one. Super Clarendon. I'm looking for something with some nice natural curves. So again, that's the theme of all of this. Taking this, I could say, hey, you know what? Let's think about sort of adding some additional parts to this N. So jumping out here, let's do this really fast. Maybe select both of these corners. Zoop. Curve that in, and all of a sudden we have like a leaf. Shrink that down, right? Give it a color, just a nice soft green. Oh yeah, like that. That looks good. All right, so again, let's take this, let's expand it. Am I losing my mind, or how come I cannot? Okay. Again, so logo number 2. Time has flown by way too fast today. And I'd want to add a complementary color as well. So right up here, maybe we want to add some sort of flower or a bud or something, which would be a complementary color. So right now we have this lovely green. We'd typically take this and we would go the opposite direction. So the opposite of this color would be here with the reds, right? Or right in here. I actually want to go with like a yellow. Like that, just a nice warm tone. I'm kind of comparing these two tones, making sure the saturation isn't too intense for either one, right? Click OK. It's okay. All right, let's amp it up a little bit, because again, this is just supposed to be like a flower is what I would generate or create right there. All right. Oh yeah, too much fun. There's more going on here, by the way. Let's take a look. There's not enough time. Let's play the fun shape builder game again, because what is this? Squint your eyes, Paul. What did you make? Oh, I see it. You ready? Option key to remove. Do. You guys see it? Probably see it now, right? I'm making a lovely little butterfly. That's fun, right? You can add those together if we want to. Or maybe not. Let's keep those in there. Let's add all of this together in the middle because that's its body. And again, do something like that. Or a moth. Right? Not bad. Let's take off this little part right here. And keep an eye on the time. Drop in the pencil. Zoop. Zoop. There you are. What do we have here, folks? We have a wonderful butterfly. And let's just kind of randomize some color in here. Maybe all these warm colors is what we'll use. It's okay. Let's take these colors. Random swatches fill. Something like that. All right, you guys get the idea. Needs a skull tattoo. Yeah, it's getting weird, but it looks good. You guys get the idea. Group it, copy it, paste it. Go right over here. Take the reflect tool, flip it, and move it over there. There we are. Boom. Just for fun. Yeah, it's okay. But we've made a couple logos just for fun as part of the Nature Conservancy, which is saying basically, you know what? Nature is our friend, okay? A lot of times with logos, you're going to want to break apart the text. So create outlines, boom. Now I have access to all of these wonderful little points. So in this case, yeah, maybe I want this to grow up a little higher, right? I still need to make sure it reads as an N, but that's what I'd want to do in this case. Just that, bring those over, drop those in. And make sure it still reads as an N. So that's my only fear in this situation. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. We got that. And we can consider throwing a C in there as well. If you're ever going to make a logo out of your name, a lot of people will take their initials and figure out how to combine them in interesting ways. So, again, which is always fun. The hard part is making sure it stays legible, right? So chances are I might want to nest that C behind that N. And again, I'd use that same method. Selecting both these objects, make a clipping mask or clip the path. There we have that N and that C. I leave that little gap, by the way, and that makes it look like there's a shadow coming off of the N onto the C, right? And again, we can move that around all we want, and we still have access to edit this mast shape. Hurry, Paul, hurry. Hurry. Hurry, Paul, hurry. Wait for it. Grab that. Reveal that side over there of that C and do something like that. There you go. All right, so hopefully that gives you some ideas. This was super fun to work on. I love nature. I appreciate you guys, right? Create what you want. Post it to Discord, just so you know. That's where we'll give you feedback, and really we want you to just get recognition for all the hard work you did over the past 9 days. So thank you so much, Katarina. Thank you for being here. It's all about you guys. If it wasn't for you, hey, I wouldn't be here. So thank you so much. Follow me on all the social medias, by the way. My name's Paul Trani, P-T-R-A-N-I, and that is it. So hope to see your work online, and have a great weekend. Hit me up through social media. That's all. Keep the conversation going, and we'll keep the conversation going through Discord as well. Thanks so much. Appreciate you guys. Stay safe out there, and thank you so much for everything. I miss you already. I don't want to go. Hillary, I don't want to go. All right, we'll see you guys. Thanks so much for watching.